The Gemara Masechet Avodah Zarah expounds on the verse from Shmuel Bet, Vayomer lelamed bnei Yehuda, keshet hine ketuba al sefer hayashar, and to teach the sons of Yehuda the bow. Behold, it is written in the book of Yashar. The Gemara asks, what is the book of Yashar? What is the book of the upright? And it gives three answers. According to Rabbi Yochanan, it's Sefer Bereshit, because that book speaks about the journeys of Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, who were called Yesharim. Rabbi Shmuel ben Nachmani argues and says, no, it's Sefer Shofetim, the book of Judges, because the verse there says that in those days each person did what was right in his eyes. The third opinion, Rabbi Elazar, says that it refers to Sefer Devarim, because in this book we are commanded, Ve'asita hayashar ve'hatov, that you should do what is right and good. The famous commentator in the Gemara, the Maharsha, asks a question. It makes sense to call Sefer Bereshit the book of the upright because, indeed, our forefathers dealt with things in a true upright way. Also, the book of Shofetim, book of Judges, is fitting to be called such since the whole book took place during generations when each person did as they pleased. But why should Sefer Devarim be an option as the book of Yashar, the book of the upright? Just because there's a commandment to do what is right and just? If we follow that line of reasoning, then the book of Shemot should also be considered Sefer HaYashar, because there it's written, V'hayashar be'enav ta'aseh. Yet nobody thought to mention that as a possibility. The Maharsha answers that the commandment in Devarim to do what is right and good in the eyes of Hashem is mentioned in the context of doing things lifnim meshurat hadin, going beyond the letter of the law. In fact, this is how Rashi interprets the commandment. In other words, besides for the obligation to fulfill and keep all the mitzvot that Hashem commands us, sometimes we have to take steps to do things that aren't asked of us. Why? Because they are right and good in Hashem's eyes. It refers to going above and beyond the basic requirements or obligations prescribed by law or rules. In ethical and moral contexts, it suggests acting with extra kindness, compassion, or generosity even when it is not explicitly required. An example of lifnim mishurat hadin can be seen in the act of charity or tzedakah. While Jewish tradition mandates giving a certain percentage of one's income to charity, we call this ma'aser or tithing, someone who goes lifnim mishurat hadin would choose to give more than the required amount. They might extend their generosity to support causes or individuals in need beyond what is expected, understanding that the act of giving is not solely about fulfilling an obligation, but also about making a positive impact on the lives of others. By going beyond what is legally mandated, this person shows the importance of acting with heightened compassion and selflessness. As well, it highlights the importance of ethical principles and values, and reminds us that our actions should be guided not only by legal requirements, but also by a sense of moral responsibility and empathy. This is the book that we begin this week, Sefer Devarim. And as we embark on a very solemn yet spiritual time in our Jewish calendar, it might be wise to think about this concept. Take one step beyond what you're used to, and maybe, just maybe, we'll end this long, dreadful exile. Shabbat Shalom.